Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
मैम
Yes.
मैम सुबह किसी के ऑनलाइन क्लास होता है कोई बड़े स्टैंडर्ड से?
नहीं. Actually, I just checked कि Zoom is working or it is not.
No, I entered 10 minutes
हाँ.
before the meeting.
Yes. Actually, I was checking. Good morning.
Gravitation. Continue.
Hmm. Ishan, how we can calculate height when we know G and time?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Ishan, tell me. I'm not able to hear you. Is there any equation? I'm not able to hear you. Okay, Birja.
Bye, mom.
Yes, it's Smriti, correct.
Repeat the question.
What is the equation or the help of which equation we can calculate the height when G is given and time is given?
H is equal to
Equal to
half GT.
G is equal to UT plus half GT, same equation of motion.
Ma'am, do we have to do all the questions of the exercise or some questions which are not in the means, which are not covered, we don't have to do?
No need to do. Just as already I told you, ki some question, for example, thrust and pressure is not there in your syllabus. Okay, according to CBSE board. So the questions related with that also, that we will not do. So we will do the question related with universal gravitational law and related with these equations of motions and mass and weight. That we will do. Darwin, who is going to conduct? Oh, Aristotle, who is going to conduct assembly?
Ma'am, I'm going to.
Uh,
Ma'am, I'm going to speak that thought.
Nile
Ma'am, yeah.
and Suyesh, है ना? Nile and Suyesh, are
Yes,
you
ma'am,
ready?
yeah.
Okay, both are here. So shall we
Ma'am,
start?
Yes. Today's
Okay.
thought for the day is the person with big dream is more powerful than one with all the facts. I repeat, the person with big dreams is more powerful than one with all the facts. Thank you.
Okay, good. Yes, Suyesh.
Good morning. Today I will say about some facts. A hippopotamus can run faster than a man. A crocodile cannot stick its tongue out. Water covers 70% of Earth. Pigs can't look up in the sky. It's physically impossible. Thank you.
Oh, good. Good, Suyesh.
Wow.
Okay, thank you, Suyesh and Nile. Okay, many of you have written the answers. Okay. Okay, Kush.
What?
What is third equation of motion?
square is equal to u square
V square minus u.
plus b is equal to u plus 80.
B is equal to u plus 80. With respect to G,
E is equal to u plus gt.
u plus G. Okay, correct. Cameras. Anandjit, what is the problem? Turn on your camera, Anandjit. Otherwise, I will remove you. I don't have any other option. Bhavya, what is the formula for weight? Tell me. Unmute yourself, then you can speak. Is there any relation between weight and mass? Bhavya? Okay, Arya Desai, what is the relation between weight and mass?
Ma'am, the formula for weight is mass into gravitation.
Correct. G. W is equal to M into G. So Bhavya, what is the formula for weight and mass? Weight is equal to M into G. Correct? Kavya Shah, turn on your camera, otherwise I will remove you. Tusha. Please don't waste your time. So in short, in this chapter, gravitational force. So Kavya Shah, what is that formula? There is a relation between two masses and distance. So tell me that formula. Kavya. 9 Darwin. Kavya, I'm not able to hear you. Vaishvi, turn on your camera. Vivan.
Ma'am, my camera is on only.
No, Vivan, I'm not able to see you.
Ma'am, this is Vaishvi.
Now it is working. Okay, Prithvi. What is the formula for gravitational force between two objects?
Force is equal to big G into small g upon r square.
Big G. I am talking about force, not gravitational constant. There is a force between two objects. Suppose the mass of two objects is m1 and m2.
And now
and
you said gravitation.
Gravitational force.
Ma'am, can I say?
Yes. Yes. Tell me.
F is equal to G m1 plus m2.
M1, M2 upon d square. Gravitational force between two objects. And one more thing, there is a relation between small g and capital G. What is that relation? J. Darwin. What is that relation? There is one relation.
Small g is equal to capital G into m upon r square.
Capital G is equal to m into r.
G upon R square. Okay. So now we will solve the numericals related with this. You all have your notebooks. So do it with me. Okay. Finish your classwork in class only.
Okay.
So today we will do question number 11 to and at the same time do it in your notebook. So question number 1, why will a sheet of paper fall slower than one that is crumpled into a ball? Reason. Who will explain this? Krishna, you want to explain? Krishna Einstein? What is the reason? Even you do like this, no?
Ma'am, because as the paper sheet has more surface area than ball, so more resistance will work on paper and it will slow down its speed to fall on the ground.
Yes, perfect. So as you can know, see, Siyasha, are you there? Siyasha?
Ma'am, I'm joining from other device.
Okay, one more Siyasha is there. That's why I'm asking.
Yes. Ma'am, it's okay. I'll join next time.
Okay. So now, so what is the reason when you compare the paper sheet and if you have a plain paper? So as you plain paper, suppose we have this plain paper. So in that case, is more in compared to a small ball of this paper. Okay. So in this case, if more area means more air resistance. So that decrease the motion and that's why that paper take more time in compared to that ball. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So you can write in your notebook what is the reason. Shlok, what is the reason?
Ma'am, because the surface area of paper is more than air pressure exerted on it will be more.
Manthan, what is the reason? Manthan Goyal? Yeah. Rutvik, what is the reason? Rutvik, turn on your camera and tell me the reason. Ekansh, what is the reason? Ekansh Shukla, 9 Darwin. Ekansh, tell me. Now you can speak. Because the surface area of that paper is more in compared to that ball. So therefore air resistance is more. That's why the paper will take more time. Have you written this answer in your notebook? Yes or no? Then? Okay. Now next one. Gravitational force on the surface of the moon is 1/6 as strong as gravitational force on the earth. Okay. On earth, on moon it is 1/6. Already we discussed this thing. What is the weight in Newton of 10 kg? What is this 10 kg? That is mass. Object on the moon and on the earth. First tell me, Jashvi, what is the weight of this object on earth? Mg. What is M?
10 kg.
10. What is G?
0.8 meter per second.
Fine. So directly we can calculate weight is equal to m into G. Weight is equal to, so m into G is equal to, it means 9.8 into 10 is equal to 98 Newton. So we can calculate weight on Earth. And how we will calculate weight on Moon? May? How will we will calculate weight on Moon?
उनका ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स याद नहीं है मेरे को. One by
Yes,
6.
Yes, whatever the weight on Earth, 1/6 of that is the weight of that object on Moon. So only we have to divide it by 1/6. So is it clear? Weight on the Earth, that is 98 Newton. Then weight on Moon, mass into gravity, same formula. Mass remains same as you know, but gravity is 1/6. Okay, why there is a change in weight? Because there is a change in the gravity. So here you can see gravity is 1/6 of 9.8. Therefore, the weight will be 16.34 Newton. Okay, I am getting the answers on chat box also. Very good. Is it clear? Any doubt in this question? Very good. Correct. Yes. So is it clear? Simple, even mental math, you can calculate the weight on Earth, and 1/6 directly you can do. If it is MCQ, directly you can do 1/6 of 98. That is the weight of same object on Moon. Any doubt? No. Many students, they get up late. Okay. Next, a ball is thrown vertically upward with a velocity of 49 meters per second. Now calculate the maximum height to which it rises. Do it fast and send me the answer in my chat box. Fast. An equation is given, v square is equal to u square minus 2gh. And what is given? Maximum height. Now tell me, what is the velocity at maximum height? Richika?
0.
My final velocity is 0.
Yes, final velocity. It is 0. So when you know V0 and we know H, we know G 9.8 you can take, and then tell me what is the initial velocity. Yes.
Ma'am, can we take 10?
$9.8. Okay, let me check the answers. Ishan, do it in your notebook. Suyash, do it in your notebook fast. Correct, Richika. May, Meet, very good. Vansh. Actually, if you put 10, then it will be more easy. Good. Correct. Anvesha, correct. Braj, correct. Very good. And many of you have calculated time also. Good. Okay, now I'm going to show you the answer.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I am facing network problem. So I'm not
Uh-huh.
able to send this answers on chat.
Okay, no problem. So third equation, again, v is equal to 0. Therefore, u square is equal to 2gh and h is equal to u is given, that is 49, 49, and we can calculate g is 9.8. Just a simple calculation is there, 49. When you simplify this will be 0.2. 0.2 into 2, 0.4. Then when we solve this, we get this answer. Any one of you have any doubt in this? No.
No.
Okay. Then the next one is time. So time, again, we know final velocity 0, we know initial velocity 0. By using the equation v is equal to u minus gt, we can calculate the time. Done in your notebook? Pavleen, have you done this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Vansh, done. Tanshu, Anushri, have you done this question? Okay. Now next. A stone is released from the top of a tower of height 9.6. We know height. Calculate its final velocity just before touch the ground. So we know height, we know g, and one more thing, u is equal to 0. So which equation we can use in this? Anvesha?
V is equal to
First, second, or third?
x third. Third.
Third. Third. Okay. Now solve this and send. I'm getting the answers also. Solve this in your notebook and send me answers. Dhruv, are you solving this? Okay.
19.6.
Yes. Correct. So just look here. There is one more short method to solve this. As you know, u is 0. So that is 2 into gh. You can write here gh. 2g we know 9.8. And here h is given, that is 19.6. So one method, you can multiply this, that is 384.16, and then you can find the square root. And the second method, that is easy. You can multiply this 9.8 into 2, that is 19.6. So you can write v square is equal to 19.6 square. So 19.6 square. So directly we can find the answer. V is equal to 19.6. Any doubt in this? Anushka Mittal, are you getting this? Anushka? Anushka, are you there? Okay, so I am going to remove you. Then, so directly you can write answer is 19.6. Now next one, a stone is thrown vertically upward with an initial velocity 40 meter per second. Here it's easy. G is 10 meter per second square. Find the maximum height reached by the stone. What is the net displacement and total distance? Now this one is very easy because the value of G is 10 meter per second square already given. Now do this. Surbhi, which equation we can use in this? Okay, many students, they are sending the answers. Which equation we can use? Surabhi? First, second, or third?
Displacement means from going up and coming down or only
Yes, that is 0. Correct. Total displacement is 0. Because again, object is coming at that place only, on ground. Yes, Surbhi? Which equation we will use? First, second, or third? Okay, I am getting the answer. Ladima, which equation we will use in this? Disha?
Yes, ma'am.
Which equation we will use?
Third equation.
Third equation. Done? Kevna, have you done?
Yes.
So by third equation, v square is equal to, why I have taken here minus? Because the stone is thrown vertically upward. The direction of gravitational force is opposite. So therefore, G is negative. So U is 40, 40 square minus 2. Here it's easy. G already, it is given in question. G is equal to 10. So we can find the value of H. So H is 80 meter. Is it clear? 40 into 40, 1600 divided by 20, 80 meter. Now there are two more part of this question. That total distance and total displacement. So as you can see, when the object it moves downwards, then total distance is 80 plus 80 is equal to 160. And for total displacement, it is 0. Already we have discussed in first step. So total displacement is 0. Any doubt in this? You can write in chat box. I will explain again. We have calculated height, and when we know height, it means the total distance is distance covered by that object from ground to that maximum height, and then from maximum height to ground. So total distance is displacement is 0 because initial and final position is same. Okay, Anvesha, again there is a problem. Braj, correct. Pavleen, correct. Very good. Now next. This chapter, in this question. Calculate the force of gravitation between the earth and the sun. And here it is given the mass of earth is 6 into 10 to the power 24 and sun is this. Now calculate the gravitational force. Do fast. Actually, it will take time. Do it fast. So first multiply decimal number, and second वो solve exponential power, and then you can simplify this. I can see your notebook, so it's good you all are doing work in your notebook. Yes, Krishna?
And value of capital G.
Value of capital G is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. Value of capital G, I'm repeating, 6.67, or you can take 6.7 into 10 to the power minus 11. Dev, correct. Braj, correct. Suhana, correct. Meet, correct. Meet, just check your power. And those who have written the answer 35.57 into 10 to the power 21, you know, always we write the answer in form of standard form. So it is 3.57 into 10 to the power 22, correct. So you can see here G is this one, mass of earth, mass of sun already given, distance is given, and when we solve we get the answer 3.56 into 10 to the power 21. And here don't do this type of mistake. Here 10 to the power 11 and then whole square, it means 10 to the power 22, correct. So 10 to the power 22 here, 10 to the power 24 here, so 10 to the power 2 is left, 10 to the power 2 to 10 to the power 30, 10 to the power 32, then you can solve this. Any doubt till now? If you have doubt, you can raise your hand. I will explain again. Then it then and when you multiply this and when you solve this, you will get 35 point something. But always we have to write in standard form. So that's why the answer is 3.56 into 10 to the power 22. Many of you have written the answer 35.6 something and 10 to the power 21. That is also correct, but that is not in form, standard form. Yes. Now a stone is allowed to fall from the top of tower 100-meter high, and at the same time another stone is projected vertically upward from the ground with a velocity 25 meter per second. Calculate when and where the two stones will meet. Very important question, and this type of question they always give in Olympiad. So look here carefully. I will share PPT, so don't write the solution of this one. Just look here. So first thing, what is given in your question? First, any object is thrown upward, and the same time one object is thrown downward. Okay, and you have to find where the two objects will meet and at which time. So there are two things. You have to measure the time and you have to first look at this figure. So one stone is this stone 1, second is stone 2. Stone 1 is moving towards ground. And here, now tell me what is the velocity of this stone 1? Correct. And here it is given that 2 is 25 meter per second. Is it possible the velocity of this stone is 0? Velocity? No?
Ma'am, we cannot throw them. If
We
they are
can't
at
throw.
rest, they can.
Yes, we need velocity. So that is 25 meter per second. Is it clear? Now we suppose that the position where the two will meet, that is x from maximum. Okay, from this position, from stone 1, so now, so remaining distance from ground, it is 100 minus x. Is it clear? From here, suppose the distance is x. So from ground, it will be 100 minus x because it is given total height is 100. One thing. Covered by this stone. So for this stone, for first stone, the distance is equal to ut plus half gt square. Second equation of motion, and we know u is equal to 0. As already you told me that u is equal to 0 in first case. So when u is equal to 0, then whole quantity is 0, half g, and here we can take g as 10. Correct? So when g is 10, then you can write 9.8, but I have taken here g 10. Okay? So you, this one is x 5t square. Is it clear? For first stone. For second stone, initial velocity is 25, time g 10, and time is t square. But for second stone, the distance cover is 100 minus x. So for second, x equal to half g10 and t. When we solve this, 2 and 10 cancel, so that is equal to 5t square. So we can write x is equal to 100.
And value of x is 80 and time is 4 seconds.
Wait. 100 and here 25 minus 25t and plus 5t square. Correct? And we are throwing it upward, therefore g will be negative in that case.
Ma'am, shouldn't the equation be ut minus half g?
It is negative. So that's why we get this equation. This is negative. When this is negative, we get 5t square. X is equal to 100 minus 25 plus 5t square. Okay. Now wait. So when we equate two equations, only 1 minute is left. When we equate two equations, we get t is this. Okay. On solving two equation, and when we substitute the value of t, we get x is there. Okay. So try to solve this. If you will not get it, I will explain in my next section. Okay. I will explain this question again. This.